Welcome back. Before the break, we started talking with nutritious and trainer to the stars, Jennifer Hanaway, about how feeling better often starts with our gut health. Now we discuss ways to cut back on sugar, especially the sneaky ones in our food.
Sugar is so sneaky and it is literally in all of our foods. It's so hard. And my clients say, I'm addicted to sugar. I can't give it up. I don't have the willpower. And I say, actually, it's probably not willpower. It's about your blood sugar balance. Because if we keep having sugar, our blood sugar is going to do this, which means our energy levels do that, our mood do that. So if we can take out the sugar, we can balance those things out with protein, fiber, and fats, it makes it a lot easier to give up. But the key tool I say to my clients to give up sugar is if you're looking at a package, you never look at the front of the package. The front of the package is for marketing. The back of the package is for science. So you never take, because it could say natural, it could say low fat. None of these things are going to tell us what's in it. So you flip it around, you look at the nutrition facts panel, and you look, there's a line under total carbohydrate that says added sugar. So you want to look at that. Then you want to look at the ingredients. And sugar can sneak in there under so many names. It's so sneaky. So we could have cane sugar, we could have maple syrup, honey. The ones that make me frustrated are the sugars that sound healthy, like coconut sugar or coconut nectar. They're still sugars in the same way. So one of the easiest things that we can do for optimum health is to minimize the amount of processed foods that we're having and the amount of sugar that we're having.
Such great advice. And folks can actually go online to either talk to you one on one, look at some of these different plans, because really, in my mind, it's all about building ourselves from the inside out and feeling better every day so we can function and feel as good as possible for as long as possible.
What my job is to do is to help you function at your optimum through health and wellness and nutritions and supplementations and fitness programs so you can go out in the world and do your best job, be your best self. And it really does start from the inside out. And then once you have that inside out, once you're in balance inside, once your energy levels are great, once you're looking after your body through nutrition, then you can go out in the world and show up as your best self.
And of course, I have to ask because everybody wants to know
Yeah.
who are some of those stars, and I understand even British royalty that you've helped over the years. This is pretty exciting, and it must be exciting to see those changes in those people that are such public personas.
Right, it is. But I always say that at the end of the day, those people are people with bodies and challenges and stresses just like us. They just might look like something slightly different. So if I'm working with one of my athletes, it's really looking, they're going to have a very different nutrition plan and different needs to you and I. If I'm working with one of my singers and they're on a or my musicians and they're on a really heavy tour schedule, it's how can we work around that? How can I give you options that you can get room service in your hotel that looks great? How can I give you the smoothie ingredients that will help? How can I choose some supplements that are going to help you manage your stress? So really, when it's working with the celebrity clients, which are a lot of fun, it's just different challenges.
And you actually use an herbal at the end of the day to help you relax as well. Tell me about
Yes. Yeah, so I'm a big believer in managing your stress throughout the day. Easier said than done right now. So I think that what happens is that when our stress builds and builds and builds, we think, oh, if I just wind down for half an hour before I go to bed, I'm going to be fine. It doesn't work like that. What that does is that builds up levels of cortisol, our stress hormone, during the day. And if our cortisol levels are high at night, we're not going to be able to get a great night's sleep, which is a huge tenet of health and wellness. We all know how terrible we feel when we don't get a good night's sleep. So what I do at the end of my working day, I have a wind down routine. And this is something I've used with my clients all of the time. I think it's really important now because we're at work all of the time. I know you're at home and you're at work. I'm doing exactly the same thing. So we need a little routine in the evenings to help us switch off. So for me, that's planning out my next day, That's letting myself listen to a true crime podcast. I'm a big true crime fan. And then I actually love this. This is called One Daily Multi-Herbal from Stress Relief, from New Chapter. And this is the supplement that I take kind of at the end of my working day. And it really just helps me kind of minimize any stress, helps me feel a little bit more calm and relaxed so I can go and enjoy my evening.
Fantastic. And if folks want to learn more about you and potentially working with you, where do they go?
Yeah, so you can just find me, jenniferhanway.com online. I'm also pretty active on Instagram. I love to talk to people, so reach out, let me know how I can help.